Okay, hello and welcome. And hopefully, we are live. Hopefully, we are okay. Now, I know that I wasn't able to make it to Doomcock Street tonight because I was out at the lake and then over at my brother's place, and then after that. But hopefully, uh, hopefully, we'll after that. I hope he had. I'm sure he did. Yeah, let's turn on the camera here. But yeah, I just got home now. Otherwise, I would have seen you all there. But yeah, now next week, hopefully, I can get home early enough to be there right from the beginning. But either way, let's moving on to this stream right here. Let's turn on the damn camera. There we go. Hi, everyone. We're going to start the fire here. We're going to start up the bonfire. The campfire ban comes into effect tomorrow at noon. All right. So this is the last night for campfires of any size until October 17th or thereabouts. So, a couple of months anyway. So I'm going to start the fire and then I'm going to welcome people in the chat. I know there's all kinds of people in the chat. Holy shit. That's fantastic. Well, you know what? Let's get this fire started and then I'll invite some people on the panel. All right. Bear with me. I haven't prepared anything. Nothing is prepared. So, well, last campfire for just like, I don't know, 2 months there, Starkavine. Oh, these are cardboard tubes that I got some material delivered in. All right. Okay, that's not gonna actually work out so well because there's something here that's not here. So let's throw up this link. Anyone that wants to join the panel, we'll have them on the panel. So this is what I cooked tonight. This is shell pasta with some local beef and some garden vegetables there. I've got some beets, I've got some turnip, I've got some potato, I've got a lot of garlic in there. A little bit of broccoli, believe it or not, a little bit of beet leaf, as we call it, some carrots. I mean, I get everything in there. And I want to say hello to Radioactive. Hi, I see you in the chat as well. And it sounds like we have someone joining us here backstage. Let me just jump to that. I do want to welcome the chat before we start too much. Lemon Pie, the first one in the chat. And then PvP, the second one in the chat. And guess who is here? Hi. Hello and welcome, PvP.
Hey there.
Hi.
Well, glad you're going on not too late because I don't work till 11 in the morning tomorrow, so I can afford to spend an hour or two. Disappointing. I figured it would have to happen eventually, though. Well, look what happened on the East Coast. I mean, people.
I know, right?
That's ridiculous. I mean,
yeah, that'll never happen here. Well, they don't have enough police officers to apprehend the amount of people that would be going in the woods.
Good. I'm glad because
how much tourism that generates here.
Well, just think of all the tourism they killed on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Any Americans thinking they go to like Nova Scotia or whatever and walk in the woods, it's like, probably canceled the trip, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
We are
But,
having a chat right now, Tiger Stripes.
You know
yes.
what gets me? Like, people have
Hello, Jason Love.
Oh, yeah. Read the chat first, Spidey. Go for it.
Yeah, I just wanted to say hello to Jason Love in the chat. Sashi as well. Good to see you. It says greetings. Everyone will be here after lunch. Oh, awesome. Fantastic. Lemon pie is always happy to be here.
Hey, Lemon's cool.
Now, he asked you earlier if it was lasagna PvP. Oh, quiche.
I got a quiche pie in the oven.
I like quiche. It's made from eggs, right?
It's the one I think is eggs and spinach. I hear there might be bacon in it, but I have a quiche recipe from an old girlfriend from like 35 years ago, but I'm too lazy to actually cook the damn thing because it's too much work. So I just buy it at the local supermarket, and
old recipes are good recipes, even 35 years old and older. Absolutely.
I got to cook it one of these days again because she did have a great recipe.
I remember those days. The slogan for years was "Real men don't eat quiche." That's true.
That's very true. Yeah, I remember that.
No, it's true, lemon pie. Yeah, it may be just a Canadian thing, but it was on the east coast of Canada as well. Now, I just got back from a really full day, and so I couldn't join Doomcock stream earlier. So my apologies to Lord Doomcock, but this is the last night for fires, so I have got nothing prepared because this came. I just heard of this like 4 hours ago. The hammer was just dropped to my knowledge, so.
That's nice that they give us advance warning, isn't it? Like, thank you.
And Old Man Bird, do you mind reading Old Man Bird's
another
comment?
sleepless and okay, that's the sleepless in Seattle joke, isn't it, Bird?
Gotta be. That is. Hi, Stark of Iron. Awesome to see you.
Hey, nothing wrong with lasagna. I love lasagna. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Ooh. And Tiger Stripe says, I made a quiche last week. Still a big piece in the fridge. Need to finish it off. Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, don't leave it there too long because you don't want it to turn on you.
No more than 2 weeks. That's true.
Yeah.
That is absolutely true. We're going to burn through. Ooh, love it. Eggs isn't mostly eggs? No, it is mostly eggs. Quiche is mostly eggs. Yeah, eggs, and bacon and cheese. Oh, she knows how to do it right.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. Do you mind reading what you wrote, please? PvP.
Quiche is basically eggs and spinach. I have a recipe from an old girlfriend, but I'm lazy, so I buy it at the store. And yeah, there might be bacon in there, I guess, on some recipes.
Hello, Suzanne.
But,
there should be bacon. Absolutely, there should be bacon. And hello. Suzanne is welcoming everyone, and Old Man Bird is saying hello. Awakens, walks toward the fridge, says Old Man Bird. Yeah, well, we're talking about food, as usually happens on my stream.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, we almost started on time. We were darn near on time.
Well, let's face it.
You can't do cream. You can't do quiche.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Absolute hell. Hi, Stark of Iron. Good to see you. And look who's coincidentally, as I read your chat, there you go.
All right.
Hello.
There we go. All right. Now.
Good to see you.
From the dream. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Have you heard this is the last evening for 2 months?
Yeah, I heard. That's why it's like, oh shit, last fire.
Less than 2. It's 10 weeks. It's 10 weeks.
Well,
so
still.
Are you going to do like indoor streams at your home from now on for the next couple months, Spidey?
Well, as I normally do, yeah.
As long as you guys don't mind me working in between. I am currently working on content. The channel has been exploding. We packed on about 150 subs in the last 76 hours.
Nice.
That's fantastic.
Very
Are
nice.
any of them nuclear?
Huh?
Are any of them nuclear?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to run the Geiger meter over them. I mean, I know radioactive is nuclear. Is that enough?
You do have nuclear subs.
Like somewhere around there? Which abouts?
You have nuclear subs if active. Okay, I have
But
not
I'll be in and out. So if you do call on me, I will respond. But I am trying to get this queue of Skeletor shorts done because that's what's been bringing in the subscribers. We're 30 away from 1,900 now, so we're gonna keep working.
I'm
But
sorry,
since this was the
1900. Wow.
1,900, yeah.
Did you do anything for 1701, Tony?
Yeah, I have a video for it. If you, I
You
mean,
do. Shit. All right, I will find that and drop the link in the chat.
well, I could just share it and we can play it. I'll allow it.
Would you mind?
I don't mind at all. You'll get a copyright claim from it, but it'll be shared revenue. Hold on.
No, not cooking a microphone again, Lemon Pie. No, not tonight, I hope.
Give me 1 second. I'll go grab it.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong with Skeletor, says Sashi. Yeah, Skeletor's been doing a lot of legwork. Introduce new character.
Yep.
Introduce viral Skeletor. Yes.
Yep.
Things are looking good. We may bring him on a little bit later on in the show if I get a moment. But right now, I'm focusing my work on work.
Well, absolutely, Tony. I'm just happy to have you here at all, and I want to say hello to Swift -1, another person.
There we go.
Happy to.
Yeah, this is actually it's queued up if you want to play it. I slapped this together a month ago, about 4 weeks ago, and then we packed. We went from 1701 to, as of this notice, stop. 1874.
How do I make it bigger? How do I make it bigger? Rub it?
Yeah, that's good enough.
I got it.
You got it. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. There we go. That was fat. Man, I love that music. That's one of the best things about Star Trek is indeed the music. I gotta say. Yep.
Well, I figured you'd like that. It's the Enterprise leaving the Nuke York, and there's Stark Tower with Alice Source Tower attached to it, and I figured.
The music and the graphics, it all. Well, the same with. I mean, the best things about my favorite movies, and you might agree, PvP, Tony, are when the soundtrack is fantastic as well as what's on screen.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. There wasn't no room for DS9. I ran out of stock footage. Lemon Pie was asking about DS9.
I totally get what you're saying, Spidey, because I mean, I remember those classic films like 1978 Superman, Christopher Reeve, John Williams, Star Wars, John Williams again. It's like, you know what really makes me wonder about some younger people. They say, "Oh, I don't like the titles at the start of the film because they're boring." It's like, no.
Who says that?
Titles. Oh, I've heard reacting channels say that on YouTube, right? And it's like the John Williams orchestration sets up the tone of the film in the first couple minutes before you even start watching it, right? And it's like, I love that shit. So I don't know. I don't get it. I guess I'm too old school or something, guys. I don't know. I just wish there was younger composers that were writing stuff at the level of John Williams, because there might be some, but I'm not aware of them.
Well, you like my new main avatar there? I got rid of the Robert Downey Jr. face claim.
That is new, isn't it?
Yep. Fuck the mouse.
So what's that robot out of?
That's Liberty Prime from Fallout 3. He can say hi if you want. Liberty Prime, say something awesome.
I don't know.
Tactical assessment. Red Chinese victory. Impossible.
Okay, I don't know nothing about Fallout, so I guess I'll take a pass on being impressed. Well, but yeah.
Jill has been playing it, and apparently, Fallout was like a huge leap forward as far as video games. First of its kind.
Oh yeah, fun
and I hear they're gonna make this new Scottish axe girl the Fallout character, and they should.
She should be in Skyrim.
Goddamn right.
I tell you what's her name? Queen Scots. They're trying to make her the Queen of Scots.
Oh,
what's her name though? Oh God. And she did the right thing, and she's getting flack for it, dude. And I'm like, come on, man.
No, she'll get more support than any flack she ever gets.
Yeah,
but, dude, I'm about to write. I'm not joking. About 3 hours ago, the thought across my. You know what? I'm gonna take the fucking time and write fucking Scotland's Parliament, because they need, or police commissioner, who the fuck ever.
Right.
Absolutely. Tony, do you mind reading this from our friend?
Uno momento. And now, Canadian Spider-Man will reenact the campfire scene from Blazing Saddles. Until we meet again. Do it.
That would be funny.
You have to eat a lot of beans there, Spidey, though, to reenact that.
I don't remember. You know what? It's been so long since I've watched Blazing Saddles. PvP, do you mind reading this from our friend Lemon
Pie said, the promo film with the truck soundtracks was cool, Tony. I remember it. Okay, well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And truck had a lot of good soundtracks back in the day, though.
As far as I'm concerned, a movie can never be really great if it doesn't have a great soundtrack. And I'm not talking songs that hit the charts. Like even like Ghostbusters, a lot of the soundtrack, it was spooky sounds and not songs. And then you had Ray Parker fucking Jr. knock it out of the park. But
well, he had a major hit. He had a hit with that, did he not?
He sure did. He knocked it out of the park. Old Man Bird in the chat says, FKHC, I just farted and thought, gee, glad no one heard that. See,
and I just want to say, Bird, we're glad we didn't smell it either. I just want to tell you that.
Hey, Captain Rusty Rivers, good to see you, my friend.
Rusty Rivers.
I've got a captain's question for you, a sailing captain's question for you, Rusty Rivers. If you have a bit of water coming in around your transom, around the dagger board, and you've screwed the screws as tight as they'll go, what do you do? I mean, are we down to what's it, spray and seal, or what's the infomercial?
Flex Seal?
Flex Seal, yeah. Is that Rusty, do true captains use Flex Seal?
So you got a leaky boat, is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, I've got to tear the transom apart and reinstall new wood and new screws and new seals. But to get me through until fall, because that's a fall project, I'm thinking Flex Seal. I mean, you can't go wrong with PvP. Do you mind reading this?
Lemon said, you had one where the Warhammer ship wiped up a card ship.
Yeah, yeah.
I appeal. I approve that. Like anything that takes Picard out, I'm in favor of.
Yes, me too. I'm a fan of the Gattaca QST guy, Michael Nyman. I like Gattaca. Sealing tape. It's got to withstand quite a few pounds of pressure. So I was thinking a mechanical rubber seal with a metal back screwed into the transom. Like a mechanical, like you got to withstand several pounds of pressure.
I got a question for you, Spidey. Do you know any boat owners that might be able to give you advice as how to seal up that leak?
Well, that's why I'm asking Captain Rusty Rivers, who's in our chat.
Because I know jack shit about sailing, so I'm the wrong guy to ask.
I met jack shit in an Australian backpacker hostel once.
Was he funny or was he just a shit?
Nah, he was a shit. Ooh.
Damn.
So in the chat, Lemon Pie says he's more quiche now than man. Obi-Wan Kenobi about PvP.
Oh, thanks for that, Lemon. Thanks for that.
That's actually.
Oh, we just as of this notice stop, we've just added 3 more subs to the channel.
Oh, that is fantastic, Tony.
Nice.
Nicely done.
I might get to 2K. I might get to 2K before my birthday. That would be phenomenal.
Marine Assailant, perhaps.
Rusty's giving me advice.
Thanks, Rusty. Flex Seal was sold by Billy Mays. Indeed, a legend in sales. And I want to say hello to Greek Letters. Hello and welcome to you.
I usually don't do this, but I feel like 1 glass wouldn't hurt if I coke it down and get some ice. But
I was saying
I haven't been drinking on the air, and I'm not going to drink a lot. But this is the last campfire for a while, so I feel like
I saved this.
This. Oh, okay.
This is a 1516. PvP, you're familiar with 1516, right?
Right. Yeah.
I have not had that beer.
Oh my goodness, this is one of Okanagan Springs' finest ales, my friend.
Well, I guess I missed that.
See, because that's because I know Dionysus is going to turn right around and say more vodka to Vodich. Yeah.
I gotta say though, the Okanagan Springs beers.
All right, let me go get the ice and the Coca-Cola and divvy this out so that it's not too heavy. I'll be right back.
I have to say, Spidey, the Okanagan Springs beers I've had did not really agree with me. So I'm not a huge. I mean, I know they're big deal, but I'm not really a fan of theirs personally. I'm not a big beer drinker anyway. Like don't get me wrong, I've had my weeks and months when I've been beer.
Yes,
we all go through that phase, right? Once in a while, but it's been a long time. By the way, I only got finished about 8 o'clock tonight, and I have had only a few myself, so I'm still reasonably lucid. Thank goodness for that.
I'm still trying to get food into myself, my friend.
Yeah, I got the food in the oven, but I'm just letting it cool down because I don't want to burn. The worst thing when you take hot food out of the oven, you burn your damn fingers. I've done that too many times, so I don't mind just letting it cool and cool and cool. If it takes an hour, I don't care.
Yep,
should be enough for tonight.
Now, Sashi says, what is the boat made of? Different materials require different solutions. Well, that is true. Marine sealant, Rusty Rivers recommends. I have heard of that before. I'm trying to bond.
Rusty, I've actually been doing quite well on drinking. But I figured this is a special occasion just to have a little, so I'm having just a little.
Wood and fiberglass.
Yeah.
Wooden. So you're bonding wood to fiberglass. The transom, the dagger board transom is
oh wood. Shit! Door's still open. One more.
Hopefully, I'm using that word correctly. And then the the boat base is fiberglass. Yeah, no, I've done pretty well. This is only number 2 today, so everything in moderation. And I do point taken. Rusty River says, "Stop drinking it while it's still voluntary. You're still young." He's obviously talking to Tony. I'm 53. Although, yeah, 53 is young these days.
I mean, I'm 42 in a month, but no, I'm not drinking heavily anymore
I am
at all.
toning it down myself. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No more breakdowns on the air. My career depends on it.
Can you do this?
Billy Mays here with another special offer.
Here you go. Awesome. I figured you could. But no, point taken, Rusty Rivers. Yeah, that is not bad advice. I've cut way down, and I will continue to cut way down. You know what? Our government is doing it for me voluntarily because
because they're making it expensive as fuck up there.
I just can't afford it. So
yeah, I understand that.
Well, no, I didn't damage it, Greek letters. I got it for a song because it was a leaky boat, and I added. Yeah, I just need to do a little bit of maintenance on it. That's some new screws.
Well, you only got another month or so before it gets too cold to go sailing anyway. So then you got the winter to try and repair it.
And that's when I'll rebuild the whole thing with new wood, new seal. I can get a rubber seal material. That's new screws. That's
good idea. Just build it from build it right from the start up. Yep.
Now, mind you, this is a type of boat. It's called a mirror dinghy, and you can totally swamp it. And because it has 4 sealed compartments, one front and back, 2, one on each side, you cannot sink the thing, even if it's swamped. So you're good.
Oh, that's good. So you're saying this is better than the Titanic then, in design-wise?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when they sealed the compartments, they went all the way up to the top, unlike the Titanic.
That was
Rusty,
a big mistake.
I did that in my 20s, and I did that from like 26 to 34. I could have bought a house. That was when I used to just party literally every damn night. I know where you're coming from, dude. I know exactly where you're coming from.
Yep.
I think a lot of us have the same regret. If I had started in my teens and early 20s, putting even $50, $100 in a savings account in the bank back then,
you could have bought a house.
I wouldn't have to be working right now. I wouldn't have to be working. But of course, I was young and dumb, and I'd rather go out and buy the latest Black Sabbath album, right? So I was an idiot. I admit it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what about Rusty Rivers and Old Man Bird? What about all the money you've spent on the ladies? And if you had chasing ladies,
that's another problem.
You would have had all that.
Yeah. What about the times that you wanted to go and crush puss?
No. That's. But anyway, I have put the link in the chat, so if anyone does, now I saw. I saw that the English flags are coming out all over England here, right? Now, I know a lot of people say that is racist, but I see that as support for English people supporting their country. I don't I don't see it as a racist flag at all. What's your take on that, PvP?
Okay, I have a question. How is showing your national flag when you're proud of it a racist thing?
Well, didn't they accuse us that of during the Freedom Convoy, PvP? And if you raised the Canadian flag, you were racist.
And I saw a video today where they're going after a third one. He's trying to seek asylum in the U.S. now. And they're trying to arrest him and put him in jail. It's like, okay, peaceful protesters, their biggest crime was honking horns. They're getting years in prison. I see pro-Palestinian protests, burning cars, smashing windows, not a cop in sight, not one arrest, not one conviction, no jail time. But we know what two-tier policing is because we've seen it over in Europe, right?
We have it right here, my friend, in Canada.
And it's getting worse. That's what scares me.
You try go fishing in certain seasons during certain times with certain equipment, and if you're not a certain type of person, then you'll get arrested. So we have two-tier policing right here. We've had it for a while.
It's really getting scary, though. I didn't watch the video, but there's something about Scotland is next. So they're going to go after Scotland soon and try and, make them into a third world country.
Yeah, good luck. I have Scottish heritage. I don't think that's gonna go well.
But Scott.
Right.
I just got to say, I think this is a pattern. I think the globalist agenda wants to destroy Western values and all the Western democracies.
Of course they do.
Well, Carney's making mega money off of this, right? He's getting rich.
They don't realize they're asking for the collapse of Western cuisine as well, which is be a horrible.
They don't care about that.
Well, they should. They all enjoy it. Sashi,
but they're the elite,
Sashi, Tony.
But they can.
What was that? What was that? Canadian Spider-Man?
Sorry, PvP. I'll get right back to you. Tony,
Sure.
do you mind reading our friend Sashi in the chat?
Well, I can't afford ladies. They will just wreck my budget.
True story. And Europe is lost, Rusty Rivers. Yeah,
it does seem that way.
No, it is the flag of St. George. Hopefully not Scotland, because they're a little different. They're a little more stubborn.
And I heard when they were flying the St. George flag, there was controversy, which is sick. That's very sick. And I've seen the liberals trying to suppress the Canadian flag and promoting the pride flag with Canada's emblem in the middle with all the rainbow colors around it. I'm like, no. That's not my flag. I mean, I'm not trying to be intolerant or anything, but that is not the national emblem of Canada. No. And I'm so tired of governments trying to undermine our traditional values. Well, I remember that when that police officer said not too many months ago that, people that had traditional family values were, what was it? Oh, God, there was a word.
Right. Far right and subject to terrorist ideology or something.
Yeah, something along those lines. We were basically like suspect,
if you have family values. They said that out loud. They said
it out loud. And I remember when Trudeau, not too many years ago, said he wanted to replace it wasn't traditional Canadians. It was like old soul Canadians or some word similar. He wanted to replace people like me with the immigrants because Canada had no national identity anymore, so he could just tear it apart. And right. If people like I just would die off, he'd be very happy, right? Because it'd be convenient,
right?
Because then people could replace us. And man, I'm telling you, there's a lot of bad shit going on. Anyway, I don't know if you want to get political tonight,
but you know.
Oh, come on, BVP! You get political every night. We know you. It's fine.
Well, it's just I don't get political for no reason. I get political because there is really bad shit happening around the world.
Yep. And Tony, well, it is all relative. No, PvP.
That's a funny
because
comment.
I will say there's less famine in the world right now than in any other point in human history. So at the very least. That's a positive. Do you mind reading Greek letters, Tony? Do you mind?
Dionysus Larson in the chat has penned this particular phrase. We don't those fears in Greece. We're always a third world country from ever.
That's pretty funny.
No kidding. I see. Man, I really want to go to Greece this year. I don't know how it's going to happen. I've got to sell.
I go to Greece every time I fire up the grill.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, Greece.
And Radioactive in the chat says, who's on Radioactive? I think you're still. Are you still on your worldwide tour all around your adventure traveling,
Around
or
the world,
are you back home
around the world.
in Australia?
Radioactive isn't in Australia, is he?
He was everywhere. Radioactive is not.
No, I didn't think so. Maybe he is. I don't know.
Oh, maybe I'm
The
wrong.
times
But
that
he
I've talked
was
with him, he didn't have that Australian accent. He wouldn't
he
talk
was
like
all
he's
over
from
the
the
world.
bush world.
No,
Get in the fucking car, Morty.
That's a Western Australian accent. People from Sydney and Brisbane and Melbourne have quite a soft accent, believe it or not. Some of them.
Huh.
England, St. George's Cross. Scotland, St. Andrew's Cross. True. Ireland, St. Patrick's Cross. True. Combine them and you get the Union flag Jack of the UK. That is true. That is absolutely true. That is where you get the Union Jack, and it is made up of green and white and blue and red, and there ain't no black in the Union Jack, as some will say. PvP, would you mind reading Old Man Bird's comment here?
Your old man Bird said, buying a woman you admire gifts tends to chase them away unless they already wanted to kiss you. Well, yeah. I don't think you can buy a woman with gifts. I think you're gonna bring a woman in with your charming personality and your sexual prowess, if she even gets to that point. I think only superficial women like Kardashians would want you to shower them with gifts. And sorry, girls, you're not getting that from me. Go to the next guy and gold dig on him. 'Cause I ain't doing it.
I love you, PvP. I have to add dramatic. I have
Not
to
in
add
Australia.
dramatic effects
There you
to your
go.
stuff.
That was good. That was good.
Not in
There's
Australia.
Dark Helmet in the chat saying y'all are a bunch of wieners and should go to bed.
Well, I'm a wiener.
True story.
Yeah,
How's my Dark Helmet
last time
impersonation? You know,
last-
from one
last
Tony
time-
to another. Long
But
time no
it's-
see, dude.
It's not quite bedtime yet.
No.
Yeah, I could last for a little while longer, but
Oh, I'm busy working. This is technically my lunch break
Oh.
of my work schedule tonight.
oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh
Lunch break.
yeah.
All right,
Wow.
gentlemen, fucking behave yourselves.
Is somebody doing
No.
something? Oh,
Welcome, Anti-Derivative Jill.
hey.
Hello.
Hello,
How are
Jill.
you guys doing?
There you go.
Well, we're doing much better now that we have a taco on the channel.
There you go, Jill. I played your
A what?
fanfare. I did my
Sorry,
part.
Jill.
Wow.
You know what
You
know me,
have
Jill.
all
know.
sorts of lovely noises. Hey, it's
Tiger Stripes says, well,
Wow.
hello.
Hey, you
Hi.
guys. Hey.
You'd almost suspect that we did this on purpose, but we didn't.
No, this is not a raid.
This is definitely a raid.
See, it kind of looked like it, didn't it? Yeah.
Kind of looked like it was.
No,
very,
I was just waiting for
close.
somebody else to come in because you guys were just doing with the locker room, and I needed an ameliorating influence
Well,
besides me,
yeah,
because I'm not
we
that
were
good at that.
discussing some politics. We were about to discuss some
Oh, thank
food,
you.
though. We were discussing a little bit about English food, but I'm as I was just discussing earlier, Tony. I don't know if you've heard, but I was telling Jill earlier. I'm going to Texas for a week here in mid-September, and I'm looking forward to the food. Perhaps
Barbecue.
one of the highlights.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to go to as much as Texas as I can. I'll be flying in and out of Austin, based
Okay.
in Austin, but I'll be going up to Houston and Corpus Christi and like every corner if I can.
You
I've
gonna
got
rent
a whole
car?
week, so. Pardon?
You gonna rent a car?
No, I have access to a car. So, yeah, I've got a friend who's given me a car, so I can go all over hill and
That's super
dale.
cool.
And yeah, that's the
You're
plan.
not gonna wait for October? Wait for Carla?
No,
What
we
I was
talked about it,
thinking.
and it just can't happen this time. The alternative plan is for Carla and I to meet up in Australia on one of her trips to Melbourne.
Wow.
And my brother is in Australia. I have friends in Melbourne, so that would be an alternative plan. But okay, good night, PvP. But yeah,
I guess
that's the
PvP
plan.
made like a tree. Nah, I ain't gonna do it.
And I laughed.
Well, the three of us have to get together.
I would absolutely love that, and
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of all food. Any Texas barbecue, any sushi, anything that Texas is near the coast, right? So you must have some seafood, I would think.
The Gulf Coast,
have,
yes.
Yeah, we have seafood boils. We also have lots of Tex-Mex.
Don't behave for Jill. She enjoys good jokes, says Lemon Pie. Well, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you've got a good sense of humor sometimes.
No, I'm being very much the modicum of behavior as I'm working until I'm called upon. And I'm riding this wave of channel growth, and old dad ain't gonna stop.
No, that is fantastic. Congratulations, Tony. That is really good to hear.
Thank you.
And I'm glad to. I don't know if you saw it earlier, Jill, but Tony played a little special video that he did for when he hit 1701 subscribers.
Oh yes, awesome! And now he's approaching 1900. That's wonderful.
And you said when you hit 1701, you're going to do something special as well.
Oh
right?
yeah, back when I got 1,000 subscribers, I just announced it right off the bat that I'm not really going to have another celebration until I hit 1701. And yes, that's going to be a very special one. There will be prizes and brackets and things, and that'll be special time.
I'll be doing that at 2K, which hopefully will be around my birthday.
Why 1701?
NCC 1701.
Oh, of course.
And oh dear, PvP says I didn't leave. I got disconnected. Well, shit, that wasn't. That's not on my end, PvP. On your end, it says PvP's devices not connected.
His devices aren't connected?
Try unplugging it. Oh no, he says did not leave. What the hell? Device is not connected. I don't know what to tell you, PvP.
3 words, my friend. Fix your.
I should be able to have 6 people.
Shit.
Right? Yeah, I still have room for one more. That is so weird.
Strange.
I know. No, I don't even see there. I can't even bring you on. I can see him in the private chat. But I can't even, you know how there's usually somewhere in the background and you can bring the person on stage? Well, he's not even there.
Well, I understand that he just left another message in the private chat. He says bye.
He does, yeah. Oh, shit, PvP. That is weird. If you were there, I'd bring you up, but you weren't even there.
Patience is a virtue, but never pay full price on late pizza.
Tiger Stripes, would you mind reading this from our friend Greek Letters?
I'm sorry, I'm going to pass on that.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. I will read it then. If I ever become a content creator, I'll throw an orgy when I hit... Oh, okay, yeah. That's...
So...
I didn't read that comment.
I actually
I
did celebrate when I hit 666. I reviewed a movie of a devil nature. I think Prophecy is what I reviewed.
Yeah, that was on me because I suggested
talking about the Prophecy.
It's a good movie.
Yes, with Christopher Walken.
Walken, that's right.
Yeah, we are having technical. Sorry, Tiger Steps, I didn't read that comment earlier.
No worries. No worries at all. I'm just, that's me. I'm cussed.
Nope.
It's my nature.
Nope. You got it.
Thought it was funny because of the Woodland Critter Christmas from South Park.
Woodland Critter Christmas.
Lemon Pie says, who will you meet up when you go to take? Well, hopefully, I mean, I've got a week, so hopefully as many people as absolutely possible.
Yeah.
And I especially around food, if there's meetups around food or amusement parks or snorkeling, I don't know if there's snorkeling in September in Texas, but we'll see.
You'd have to hit up Jill.
Yes, there
sure.
is.
Theta might be happy to meet you.
It's still pretty
Theta
warm here
Sword
in
is down
September.
there.
He's San Antonio, yeah.
Right, yeah, that's right. Okay. San Antonio. I didn't even think about San Antonio. Heck yeah, I'd go to San Antonio. I want to see as
remember
much
the Alamo.
of Texas as well. Exactly. But a week is not an. I mean, really, you need like a year and a half to see Texas, don't you?
It is America Junior for a
It
reason.
literally takes 2 days just to drive across it.
Yes, that's
Yes,
when
it
I
is.
was thinking.
It's huge.
If you're going for just a week, you have to have very targeted.
Yeah, you need to kind of be
destinations.
focused. You need to know where you're going to go because there's a lot of Texas.
Well, I'll just restrain myself to the top 5, I suppose. Yeah. And now,
You're not going to
what's
miss
this?
anything if you don't go to Houston. Personal opinion.
No.
Houston's a swamp.
Isn't that where Sean Carter is?
Well, then, that would be good.
That's
He's
the
cool.
that's the reason to go then.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
no,
the
he's
reason to
gonna
go
have to.
then is to meet Sean.
Maybe
yeah.
he wants to do a road trip to somewhere else, to the coast
Yeah.
or something. I don't
Oh,
know.
we should all meet at Jill's house.
Yes. Backyard barbecue. Jill's hosting.
You hear that,
Or-
Jill? They're signing you up.
Or a hotel,
Without-
perhaps.
Yeah,
in
no, I was
Jill's
thinking
vicinity.
that could be.
Oh,
well,
shit.
I could get
Oh.
a what do they call
Old
those?
man Bird says Sean is
Airbnb.
Well, there you
he's
go.
in San
It is much
Antonio. Much better. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks,
Sean.
Lemon Pie. Thanks, Old Man
And
Bird.
San Antonio and Austin are rather close. They're about an
Wonderful.
hour and a half, 2 hours apart.
Sorry, Tiger Stripes. I read this one ahead of time, so there's nothing inappropriate. Do you mind reading this from our friend Sashi?
I love Sashi.
I know, me
Sashi
too.
says to Old Man Bird, nasi lemak. I'm probably slaughtering that pronunciation. Rice cooked in coconut milk, a spicy chili paste, cucumbers, and fried peanuts.
That is,
Wow.
fried peanuts. When you fry the peanut, that just does something. Yep. Thank you, Sashi. And speaking of cucumbers, this is from my garden.
Wow.
There you go. English long.
Very nice.
Not so bad.
Awesome.
Insert jokes here, Tony.
I'm sorry.
thought
I'm
the kids
currently
these
on my
days-
other screen working.
The kids these days call them eggplant, but
Oh, yeah, well,
is that a yellow
it-
tomato or is it green still?
It's called a lemon boy.
Wow.
Called the lemon boy.
What does
all
it
right.
taste
Can you
like?
repeat the jokes so that I can provide proper fanfare for it?
Yeah, well, no, I was just showing the lemon boy tomato that I grew from my garden, and an English long.
Ah. I don't know what
Right?
some people
There's
are going
sound
to want to
effects.
do with that.
Ooh, and can anyone identify this little guy?
It just looks like a sweet
Banana
pepper to
pepper?
me.
It is a banana pepper. Yeah, it is a yellow sweet banana pepper. It's a little more green. It's got to ripen a little bit.
Mhm.
But yeah. How's the gardening been with you, Tony, this year? Any time for gardening?
No, I haven't been gardening. I've been working.
There's
the
an
channel.
important correction in
Hmm?
the chat about the location of Sean Carter.
Yeah, we
He is
acknowledged it's
not-
in San Antonio.
He's in San Antonio. Okay, you did. Good.
Yeah, we absolutely did say that. Yeah, and which is coincidentally, I was just being advised to go to San Antonio, and I didn't know he was there. So that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
because Theta's
My
also in San
cucumbers are
Antonio.
bigger than yours. Well, Dinesis Larson, at some point, it's just useless, right? So it's not a green dill. It's not. It's a cucumber. Don't make me take a bite out of it.
Oh, you like to eat green dildos?
No.
I'll see myself out.
No. Because wasn't that Super Troopers or something? Super Troopers 3 is coming out here. Bird. Looking forward to
Old Man
that.
Bird has an excellent question, and I will answer it. He inquires, have I ever attempted to scare, back when I had cats, back when I had a hive of them, with a cucumber, and does it work? It works on most cats. Some of my cats just really don't care. From what I've gathered, they react to cucumbers because their visual acuity they focus out far side and then go in. So whenever they're turning around, they're looking at the horizon of their viewpoint, and then they look and they see that, and that's what causes them to get spooked. Some of my cats are just too lazy. Like I'll set a cucumber like literally right next to them. I like to get them when they're eating, but not all of them fell for the trick. Some of them will just look at it and then just look at me and go, "You think you're funny, don't you?" But yeah.
All right, that's yeah. I've never tried it with a cat.
Mm-hmm.
I could try with my brother.
It really just depends on the personality of the cat.
I would love to ask Sean Carter if he's in San Antonio, but now that I have a new X account because my old X account apparently.
What happened with that, by the way?
I was a bot, and they.
You're a bot.
So I'm a bot, and they killed that old account. So I no longer have contact with Sean Carter unless I see him around the YouTubes. But that's fine.
I mean,
that's what Discord. That's what Discord's
be.
for, man. Discord, man. Discord.
Well, that also.
Live it, love it, learn it.
Yep,
well, the next time you see him around YouTube, just ask him to follow you, and you'll be able to DM him again.
That's it. Yep, that's exactly it. Or I'll just walk around in the Spidey suit with a giant billboard around San Antonio.
You're gonna pull? Are you gonna pull a Squidbillies gag and just do sign turning for local gas stations?
Oh wow! Okay. No, I don't need to. Tony, do you mind reading this, please?
Oh, sure. If Lemon Pie says Old Man Bird in the chat, he says, "You are correct." He face palms via the parenthesis, and then after the hyphen, he goes, "He's also in Austin." Interesting vernacular. I'll tell you what.
In Texas is Sean Carter?
Where in the state is our friend Sean Carter?
I'm gonna have to travel over the whole state. It takes 2 days, eh? Well,
to drive across Texas takes 2 days.
Yeah, it takes about the same amount of time to go north south in British Columbia. If I have to, you know what? What is P. Terry's?
Well, now here we go. The P. Terry's is a burger franchise. Austin's lousy with them. Old Man Bird has extolled them. I went to one a couple of weeks ago. The only good thing about it is that I just seen Fantastic Four, which had that tremendous mid-century modern style, that retro atomic age design style all through it. And P. Terry's is like that. So it was a lot of fun to go there having just seen that movie. It was like being in the movie. However, and this may vary from franchise to franchise, from P. Terry's to P. Terry's, but the food was not great. And it's just burgers. You know what I mean? If you can't get a burger right. So, but, Old Man Bird may know where the good ones are. It may depend on who's cooking.
I'll be a completely neutral judge, I suppose, and I love judging burgers. Love it.
Well, there you go.
Absolutely love. I could eat burgers all day long. I worked at McDonald's when I was 15 years old. For lunch, I'd get like a run of cheeseburgers, like a run is 6, a run of cheeseburgers or something, and take that and eat that in 20 minutes.
Were you actually cooking there?
I did. I wasn't at the time. I did at the end, just at the very end. But normally I worked front counter or drive-through. But I did end up cooking at the very end.
That's because your language skills are good. A lot of people can cook. Not everybody can talk.
Maybe. I had good memory, I think. Because back in the day, it was all memory, right? There was no friggin' computer screen. It was a cash register and your memory. That's it.
Old Man Bird's uptight because I said I had a bad burger at P. Terry's. I'm sorry, I did. It was overdone, overseasoned. I had to wait like about 10 minutes to get it, so there was no, or a little more, so there was no reason for it to
Be
be
right back,
overdone
folks.
and overseasoned, unless it was already half cooked when they put it on, which I suspect was the case. No, I'm actually not a Whataburger fan. I've lived in California for decades, so I love In-N-Out. That's my ideal burger.
I love Whataburger. Fantastic.
I don't know what to tell you. Our Whataburger here locally in Northeast Austin is very marginal. The crew is they got a skeleton crew. They seem to be unenthusiastic about serving people. They're overworked. Last time I went there, it was tragic. I could go on
My
and on
goodness,
about it. I mean, it really
no.
was.
Well,
It was
it
a
or
peak bad experience at a fast food
I think
restaurant.
that just what the fact that it was born here in my city,
Mhm.
that it is so much better here because I have not
Ah,
experienced that type of
yeah,
attitude.
I can believe it. You know, that everything's different from place to place. It's funny. You'd think it'd be uniform, but no.
That's unfortunate that it's not stayed
Yeah, I will say that
standard.
I like Whataburger because it's truth in advertising. It
Okay.
it what they show you in the ads looks like what you get.
See,
Mm.
that's important.
It is, and a lot of the time that's not true at all. They give you beauty shots and
Yep.
advertising of burgers and stuff, and they look
Yes.
nothing like it when you get there. So that's one thing about Whataburger. But like I said, peak bad experience there. It was
Yep.
kind of hilarious, when you talk about it. If I was to describe it, you wouldn't believe it could all happen at once. It was just, ridiculous, ridiculously bad. And I felt bad for the people working there too.
No,
Mm,
absolutely.
yeah.
I don't understand why. Well, if you have a good quality product and you've got a good play, I actually did work at McDonald's when we had good products. We had the McLobster in New Brunswick, which was a
Wow.
thing, and it was real lobster. It
Incredible.
was not canned. It was
Oh, furious. That sounds amazing.
it came it was a hot dog bun. Okay, it was a hot dog bun, but they had to keep the cost low. But they stuffed it with real mayonnaise and celery and lobster, and that was pretty much it. And it came in a tin foil, like a foil hot dog wrap, and I think it was like $7.50 or $8, but it was really good. It
Real
was
lobster,
fantastic.
though. Although you did lose me at celery. I'm one of those people.
Well, I mean, you can pick it
You can
out,
pick it
and yeah,
out. It's a lot of picking, usually.
there is canned lobster
It's
if you
like
need to get it.
canned crab. It's
Yeah,
lobster in a can. Yeah.
if you want to ship it,
Yeah.
if you want to ship
Or
it,
preserve it. Sure.
preserve it. Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm looking forward to really going to Whataburger, In and Out, P. Terry's, which this is the first I've heard of them. I even want to go to Cracker Barrel, but only if they change their logo back.
That's been confirmed. They're
Well,
keeping the old logo.
it's not just the logo though. They have
Yeah, they're going to
changed
change
the
the
decor
lobbies.
inside. They've spent
Yeah.
millions and millions of dollars to completely whitewash and
Oh
sterilize the inside. It used to be kind of homey,
no!
a lot of woodwork, a lot of old antiques on the walls, and now it's sort of California modern with the white tile floor, and
Oh
everything's white, 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 white on white.
It's
That
So
very
are they
sort
going
of
to
it's
roll
very
that back?
very
I don't know how
brutalist.
they could. It would cost them a ridiculous amount of money to
It's
roll that
very
back.
brutalist what they're doing. Like it's very very sharp edged.
It's what the kids all like these days. It's not my cup of
Yeah.
tea at
No,
all.
no, it's not. It's not Cracker Barrel. They're even updating the peg games. They're gonna get rid of the last two. Where if you leave 3 pegs, you're kind of dumb, and if you leave 4 or more, you're ignoramus. They're
No way!
yeah
Mm. They're
yeah
changing
yeah
the text on the peg games so
yes.
that if you can't win, it just says something like, "Oh, that's too bad. You should try
Try again.
again."
Try again. Yeah.
Oh, but
Instead
you
of
get a
telling you that you're a
participation
Dumbo.
trophy.
Hmm?
No, they're not telling. The point is the joke is if you can't do it, then everybody at the table sees it and they can have a laugh. That's the reason why those two are there. They're removing that because kids are fucking sensitive. Let's be real.
Yeah, they need a participation trophy.
Yeah, they need a green ribbon. Green ribbon.
Everyone gets a trophy.
Everybody gets a green ribbon.
Everyone's a winner. Ooh. Tony, do you mind reading this, please?
The most popular burger, says Sashi, here is called the street burger, known locally as the Ramley burger. It is named after the patty's brand. The most common is the egg-wrapped one. Oh, wrapped in egg. Would that be an egg roll? A beef egg roll? Curious. Very curious. Yes.
Lemon pie. Oh, you're not familiar with canned seafood because you live close to the coast. Dude.
He's a crabber.
That's one of the best things about growing up in the East Coast that I do miss now that I'm several hours inland. Yeah, right. And Swift minus one says, was Carumbas before? I don't know what that is. Carumbas. I don't know what Carumbas was before.
Hi, Carumba.
Well, I know the expression. Jill, do you mind reading our comment from Dark Helmet, please?
Dark Helmet says, not all Cracker Barrels, but the ones they did are awful. CB is going postmodernism trash. So they haven't destroyed all of them. So they can not change the ones that have not been changed.
I'm going to go check my local Cracker Barrel and see if they've started fucking with that.
Yep. They can reverse course. Yep. Absolutely.
Oh, I will say to Jill that there was a really great movie out in 2022 by B.J. Novak, who not only starred in it, but wrote it as well. And he directed it. It was his baby. And it's called Vengeance. And Whataburger plays a big part in that movie. So.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Ryan from The Office. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit of a punchline. So, and it's also a great movie about Texas. I mean, a really great movie about Texas, as well as being a murder mystery. So it's a lot of things.
Neat.
And it's also
Actually,
hilarious.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Well, I will put it on my list.
I'd love to. I'd love to watch a movie about Texas. I'd love to learn about the culture of Texas. I can say if you want to learn about the culture. I'm sorry?
This movie's good for that. We'll get together. I tell you, we should put it together. I should show it on what's the streaming service we can go on and share, Jill?
Discord.
Cosme?
No, Cosme.
No, Cosme. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Cosme. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to. I know for the Australian culture, you want to see a movie called The Castle. For Canadian culture, I mean, you probably want to just see anything from Bob and Doug McKenzie. They do have a movie called Strange Brew. For Texan culture, is there a movie like other than John Wayne that you should watch?
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot. Well, I mean, Dazed and Confused, if you want Central Texas 70s high school culture.
Okay.
Very specifically.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh my God.
Oh yes.
No.
Did somebody say Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
That's just a horror movie. It's very good, but I don't know that it's particularly Texas.
Tell you what.
It's just sort of
kind
of small, not even small town.
Yeah.
Can't do horror. Hello.
Yeah. Go get him, Leather. Go get him.
Can't do horror. Can't do horror.
I blame you, Jill.
This was my fault. I was just making a joke. I didn't know there were sound effects.
Yes.
And I do want to welcome Jill. Do you mind reading this?
Molecular Art says greetings from Split, Croatia. Wow.
I think that's
Beautiful.
probably a double entendre. However, perhaps it's a real place.
I don't know. I would love to go to Croatia. Absolutely. And absolutely, Lemon Pie, he is 100% a gentleman and a scholar. And they are changing the logo and the inside. Yeah, they're changing. Dark Helmet is apparently correct. I've never been inside one, but they're changing everything about the interior.
Everything you want.
Yeah.
Everything.
A sequel to what now? I just saw that there is a trailer for a release for a sequel to. I don't know what that is. Sashi. Sisu. It's pretty small.
People go on about that. I've been seeing it going by on my streaming services, but I just haven't been drawn to it.
No idea what that. I saw William Tell on Amazon Prime last night, and it was a historical piece. I had no idea William Tell was Swiss. I just figured he was another American hero, but nope, he's actually Swiss.
I thought he was a Brit.
From the 1300s, 1307 apparently. Yeah, he killed a nobleman who was a tax collector who had it coming apparently, and shot an apple off his son's head and did all kinds of things. The movie was fantastic.
And inspired millions of children to shoot arrows at each other's heads.
Right.
I did as a child. I actually suggested to somebody they do that.
Yep, we did, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, they were, blunt-ish. We didn't wear safety glasses back then either, did we?
Oh, I got nailed right on the forehead.
Yeah,
I'm really lucky I didn't get an eye put out.
Head on. Yeah. Apply directly to the forehead.
Yeah. You're right, Dark Helmet. I've been past Cracker Barrel when I was living in Massachusetts with a girl. I absolutely loved driving by a Cracker Barrel. I never got a chance to go in, but I would go by, and it looked, because they have big windows in the front, you can look in and there's people sitting, and it looked fantastic. It seemed fun. The Castle was a great film, Molecular Arts. If you want to understand Australian culture, grab an Australian friend who can translate for you and watch The Castle.
Trans people, my brain.
I love that song. That sticks in your head.
I will perform it. I do not care to.
Watch The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Great representation of old school Texas. Well, other than it being based in a whorehouse, I take your point, Dark Helmet. Thank you. Jill, would you mind reading Greek letters? I can't quite.
If you want to find out about Greek culture, just watch a documentary about human waste. That should cover it.
Okay.
Like a sewer system?
Okay. All right. Interesting. Well, no, the Greeks gave us a lot. They gave us logic, as far as I.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell that to my abacus.
Right.
Did the
Library
Chinese
of Alexandria?
Mm-hmm.
I think the Chinese invented the abacus. Did they not?
No, I thought it was a Western invention.
Maybe. Although, they still have abacus.
I do not know. I'm fine with not knowing.
They still have abacus competitions in Japan, in modern Japan, with school children. They still have abacus competitions. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it was also a Greek person who was the first person to figure out an approximate circumference of the Earth using just sticks and feet and shadows.
Shadows. Interesting. Old Man Bird in the chat says the producer, Robert Rodriguez, Spy Kids, Chete, etc., has some Texas movies. Oh, fantastic. I like Spy Kids. I like Machete. Yeah. Thanks, Old Man Bird. Swift -1 says, meant to say I was at Carabas. I don't know what that is.
They're saying that it was an Italian chain, Italian restaurant.
Okay. Right.
Swift -1 says, I was very fond of Buca de Beppo, but I think they've gone out of business. Yeah. And you have to go, you used to have to go to Buca de Beppo with a big group of people because they serve family style. So they bring out these massive platters of food and everybody, takes from the platters. It was nice.
That's wonderful.
Oh, I used to see the commercials, but I never went. Now it's too late.
It was pretty great. But like I said, you really had to go with a big group of people to really experience it properly.
Molecular Arts, who's been on a global whirlwind tour, and I got you confused with Radioactive earlier. Molecular Arts. Split is the second largest city in Croatia. Okay, interesting. And was Split named after the M. Night Shyamalan movie Split? Just kidding. I don't think so. Maybe the other way around. I don't know. I'm not familiar because I'm not a fan of his. And Tony, do you mind reading this from our friend Sashi on the other side of the world?
You haven't watched Sisu? So Sisu is the Finnish word for courage in the face of extreme adversity. There's a movie made with that title. Come on, you idiot. You should have known better.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm equally as ignorant. I figured it.
Yeah, I didn't know. Ooh, okay, here, and he continued. You might as well continue on, Tony, if you don't mind.
Simahaya, if that is pronounced correctly, the Finnish sniper during the war against the Ruskies, was considered the embodiment of Sisu.
Well, I'll be damned. All right. Well, thanks for that, Sashi. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Dark Helmet says Canadian Spider-Man found a Mexican South American food store near my house, and they have food stall inside. There's real Mexican food. It was amazing. I have food heaven eating there. Nice. That's a serious question. I wanted to ask some Texan friends on YouTube. How is the Mexican food after having spent quite a bit of time in Mexico recently? How was the Mexican food in Texas?
Texan, I would say.
It's Texan, yeah. It's specifically called Tex-Mex. Yeah, it's specifically called Tex-Mex for a reason because it is Americanized Mexican food.
Can you get non-Tex-Mex in Texas? Like just straight.
Not sure that I've ever had that.
Mexican food.
I guess maybe my great grandma, cooked everything in lard, and she was, made tamales and all of that stuff.
Yeah, if you mean at a restaurant, no, it's actually kind of hard to do. If you know people who are Mexican and they cook, yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, you can get some great food. But no, it's all Tex-Mex here.
Okay, that's well. You know what? I look forward to that. I really do.
I just want to find a restaurant that has really great tortillas because the tortilla can make or break a Mexican restaurant.
Hmm.
And Jill, do you know how to pronounce that word?
Aristosthenes.
Fair enough. Alrighty.
Yeah, that's the guy who figured out the circumference of the Earth. Long time ago.
Old Man Bird, did you look that up, or did you just know? Why do I get the feeling he probably just knew that?
He probably did.
How is that pronounced, Jill?
Eratosthenes. But there's no S. I think maybe it might be missing the letter.
I think it's missing an S.
Eratosthenes.
That's my gut. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's missing an S. It should be TOS. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard that, Jill. You get one of those.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
okay. And Tiger Stripes, can you read what Lemon Pie says, please?
Yes.
And do you agree?
Lemon Pie says, I agree that if you are only there for a week, focus on 1, maybe 2 cities at most, Spidey. Yeah, just a week. That's just nothing.
Yeah.
You might be able to, visit Jill's town, which would, give you some beach time. And then, if you're coming into Austin, there's Austin itself. And I'm sure that we can get together and show you around, us Austinites. We can do that for you.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, okay. So, yeah.
And then it just depends on, the sights and stuff.
Well, if I have just not got back on the plane before, that's also a thing. That's how I ended up teaching English in Japan. I just didn't get back on the plane to Vancouver.
You had it was a round trip. You were supposed to return, but you just
yeah. My brother was getting married in Australia. Well, he did get married in Australia. Now he's got 3 beautiful kids, and I was on my way back from Australia. I spent 6 months over there you're not just gonna go there just for the wedding and go back. So I spent 6 months, and on the way I applied. I said, well, I'll just for shits and giggles I stop in Tokyo, I'll just apply for a job teaching English in Tokyo, and I got it. So I got off the plane in Tokyo and didn't get back on. Yeah, well, I didn't have any job waiting for me in Vancouver because there's always jobs here if you're looking for them. So, but that was a fantastic adventure. And Greek letters, Dionysius Larson in the chat says, we Greeks invented logic. See, I knew that. Mathematics, astronomy, slavery, rape in the battlefield, humanity owes us a lot. Well, I don't know about those last 2 things. I think they were probably the cavemen, the Australopithecines.
Unga boonga.
Some pretty good monkeys, as a matter of fact. But astronomy. Now, there's a good question because I thought weren't the Persians really good in astronomy? Weren't the Arabics the Arabs are really advanced in mathematics as well and astronomy?
The 3 wise men were all astronomers, I believe.
Yeah, right. Oh, here we go.
And they were all from the East.
Jill, can you pronounce this? It's pretty small for me to read.
Eratosthenes.
There you go. And Old Man Bird says it's
You're welcome.
Story remembered. Okay. There you go.
It's pretty cool.
See, production value done right is better.
Well, thank you for bringing that the checks in the mail, Tony.
I ain't worried about no check. The only check I'm worried about is YouTube's.
Never had actual Mexican food, says Old Man Bird. And as far as I know, he spent most of his time in Texas. Wow. How about now? There's 2 other Texans on the panel. Have either of you had Mexican food for real?
Yeah, no, except for my great grandma. No, I don't think so.
Your great grandma didn't teach the people around her?
I don't know if she did teach anyone how to make her stuff.
And it's funny because the older generation just did but didn't pass it on. I had a great aunt like that. She just cooked and cooked and cooked, and now we regret not hanging around and learning how to make biscuits from her.
Yeah,
I have had
incredible.
Mexican people cook for me once or twice in my life,
Nice.
so I think I can say yes.
Nice.
Yeah, but oh man, I didn't know I could find a restaurant like that anywhere here. I guess I'll have to scope that out. That
Well,
exists around me, like it does around Dark Helmet.
I'll find out. And Wes Kegel in the chat. Hey, brother. Good to see you, Wes Kegel. Wes Kegel in the chat says, Sashi was Simo Haya the one called the White Death? And Sashi answers, Wes Kegel, yes, the White Death. He no-scoped the Russians in winter weather in large numbers. So no-scope means he's shooting without a scope, without a telescopic sight. So just
No,
blind,
he's got
like
iron sighting. Yeah. Iron
wow. That is an amazing story. Okay, that's. And Tony, do you mind reading our friend Dark Helmet in the chat, please?
All rise for the ineffable and indisputable Dark Helmet. Wes Kegel, I just bought a BSG 2004 and OG BSG on Blu-ray. I've been a happy camper watching both. Lol.
I'm a big fan of physical media, and I again, kudos to Doomdog. He was the one that really turned me on to the idea of if the corporations want to change a movie digitally, if they want to change an aspect or an ending or whatever they want to change in a movie, there's in their library, there's nothing that you can do to stop them from doing. You don't retain a copy on your computer, so as like you, the only, the original movie is only in your head, and then who's to say it maybe didn't happen. Wow.
Yeah, on a streaming service or digital platform, you don't own anything. I actually thought everybody knew this for several years, but I guess it's
Wow.
news to a lot of people.
Yeah. Didn't.
It's unfortunate that it is news to a lot of people.
I've bought a couple of things on streaming services, and they're always there.
If it loses the license, they lose the license, the company loses it for some reason, it'll be gone unless you've downloaded a external copy.
That's interesting.
Somehow.
Well, there's a movie I'd really like to shake loose, so if they want to lose that, that's all. I'm fine with it.
Wow, Greek letters. That is as a cultural anthropologist, that sort of is interesting to me. But I will never see another reason why I will never join the army. Hell no, absolutely. And they didn't do it to Persians. Just other Greeks. Well, that is a cultural thing, I guess. Nope. See, another reason not to join the army. No thanks. No thanks.
No, that's the old Viking joke, isn't it? Okay, guys. First rape, then pillage, then burn.
Right. It doesn't work here.
No.
Tony, do you mind reading this from our friend Lemon Pie?
I have had Mexican food down in Mexico, says Lemon Pie. You can get many of those dishes in Texas.
I knew it.
That's good. That's good to know that, because I know that there are lots of restaurants who are owned by people from Mexico here, but I just didn't know if they were giving us authentic Mexican food or pandering to us. So it is good to hear that it is real, because that's the truth of the matter. I haven't been to Mexico to know. It is. It's all real.
That was an excellent accent. Thanks, Tony.
Well, no problem. I borrowed it from Cheech Marin, Yeah, man, don't get him started. He'll start arguing with himself, and it'll be going on and on and on. Yeah, he won't shut up, man. He just won't shut up.
And Cheech is still alive and still healthy,
Yeah,
he's still doing well. Surprising. And I'll read this from our friend Dark Helmet. It says, Lemon Pie, always go to a South American food store outside Texas for real Mexican. I had to use a translation app for the menu. All that happened. Okay, good tips. Yeah, all right. Ooh, I don't know this. I love history, but I don't know anything about this. Tiger Stripes, do you mind reading this from our friend Lemon Pie?
Sure. In the Winter War, the Russians invaded Finland in 1939. They were invading all kinds of places then, just like the Germans were. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Well, I guess Finland was sort of siding with Germany, so that maybe they had it coming.
I just thought Finland was one of those neutral people. But everybody was invading everybody. Everybody was grabbing what they could.
Well, and there was no one had cell phones to record any of it, so who knows what was real, right?
Oh,
Now at least we have
some people kept records, I think.
On the ground footage. True. And Jill, can you read our friend Dark Helmet, please?
Dark Helmet says, I found a Blu-ray 4K DVD player for $100. No streaming on it, just the player itself. No nonsense.
That is, you know what? Some of those old DVD players work the best too, and they'll play anything. They'll play burned CDs. They'll play whatever, or DVDs, whatever one you throw in there.
I also made a correction that it was actually $200, but that's still a really great deal.
That is.
For that.
Yeah, you're right. There's always been a correlation with sex and violence for some reason. Greek letters. She is stoned a lot. Well, that happens. I mean, I believe that is a plant that originated in Mexico. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was brought to the rest of North America from Mexico. It's not something Canada brought to the rest of North America. Surprisingly,
Canadian Americans wish they were responsible for giving the grass to the Native Indians. Canadian Americans, unlike the Mexicans, are not bringing up all that good ganja weed.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Tony, do you mind carry on with this from our friend Sashi?
Canadian Spider-Man Simo Haiwa used a Mosin Nagant rifle. It uses clips like the M1 Garand. He could reportedly shoot the protection and reload, hitting a target 16 times in 60 seconds too. At 300 feet, man.
Wow. Wow. Holy shoot. I don't think I could do that, Tony. Well done. I don't think I could keep rhythm like you just did. Nice. Holy fuck. I didn't expect you to do it in character, but well done. 16 times in 60 seconds. Do the math there. Holy shit.
That's a lot of bullets.
Wow. That is impressive. That is impressive. Wow. And, well, you know, if he was in Canada, Trudeau would try and take his guns from him. Guaranteed. And, oh, okay. Correction then. Tiger Stripes, do you mind reading a little history lesson from Lemon Pie here, I guess?
Lemon Pie says, no, Finland wasn't doing anything to provoke a Soviet invasion. The Russians just wanted to take land.
No kidding.
That's the same old story.
And well, exactly. Then he says, yeah, sound familiar.
Yep.
Yeah. And you are live tomorrow, Tony. That is awesome.
Yep, Thursday matinee every Thursday.
Tony does a good cheech. Yep, that is definitely an acceptable impression. Which I fired. It says Dark Helmet. He said he fired the gun. I can't pronounce it. It's a fun rifle. Well, most rifles are fun, to be fair.
DACA.
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. Do you mind talking amongst yourselves while I add more fire to the fire?
Yeah, I made a good bookmark. Yeah, so good to see everybody here in chat tonight. Привет, товарищ. We drink to your health, which coincidentally is bad for my health. But this is the last bit of liquor I have in bottom of glass. So cheers, товарищ. Привет.
So I took a 1 week free subscription to, gosh, which one was it? It's Max. It was a Max on my Roku, and we got our money's worth. We watched Beetlejuice. We watched old Johnny Depp movie called Public Enemies. Not a good title, but an interesting movie about the gangsters in the 1920s. And Johnny played Dillinger. And let's see, I feel like I was going to watch Civil War. I didn't get to that one, but I think I did see one other one. Why can't I remember what movie I saw? So yeah, no, it was for a free week. It was good, and then I canceled it. But
Right. Yeah, you got to be careful with those free trials,
yeah,
and then you've
really.
got a whole
They
paid
roll
month.
over so fast that week just shoots by. So yeah. Oh, I watched The Whale.
The
which I
Whale. I've been
wanted to
meaning
see.
to watch that.
It's tough to take, but it was good. I mean, they gave him the Academy Award, and I wanted to see his performance. And he was
Yeah,
good.
he really put himself in danger just to do that. So
Oh yeah?
No, that's a fat suit, Jill.
no, it's
That's a
not.
fat. Yes.
Oh
it is.
yeah, no, of course it's a fat suit, Joe. Yeah.
He didn't
no.
gain any weight for that.
No.
I don't think so. No, it's all a fat suit. Thank God. I
Oh,
mean,
good.
you know,
Good. That's good.
Yeah,
I didn't know
it's
that.
very good. Oh yeah, no.
No,
It's
Jill.
I
a
was
fat
like,
suit.
damn.
Yeah. Yes, matter
Poor
of fact,
Jill, immersed into the film that hard.
I stopped buying Dove soap because some idiot made a comment on Twitter about how, well, you know, it's a shame they gave him an Academy Award and these roles should go to real fat people. And Dove's like, yes, we completely agree with you. That was just terrible. And I just, I jumped down their throat, and I've been buying Dove soap for a long, long time. I said, you can apologize to him right now. This is the culmination of, the life of his career, his career's work of his life. Or, I'm not buying your product anymore. And every now and then I poke them again, just but man, that pissed me
No,
off.
that's silly. That is
It
silly.
was
Oh yeah,
insane.
Well-
It was absolutely.
but your
yeah,
entire
we
health
need
and
600-pound people in order to play a 600-pound person. No, that's ridiculous.
No.
That's not
no,
how that works.
No.
That's
No,
not how acting
you see,
works.
yeah, you see that enough on TLC, and that's real.
Well, do you know
That's
why?
That's not a good time.
I found the connection with Dove soap. Do you know why they're promoting?
Because
know,
you need
Tony?
more soap to wash yourself the bigger you are. I think there's a
No.
connection there.
No, Dove soap is owned by Unilever. Unilever owns 5 of the biggest ice cream companies in all of the world, and that is not a joke.
Wow.
I had no idea. That's
Dove is owned by
hilarious.
Unilever, and that they have big interest in people eating as much ice cream as they want. I thought that was something out of no, you're making that up. Nope, that's true. Unilever.
Well,
And
that
I'm familiar.
explains
Unilever
everything.
Yeah. What is? I don't know Arthur Brown. It's not an Arthur Brown song, Dark Helmet. I don't know Arthur
The Crazy
Brown.
World of Arthur Brown. Fire.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I know Fire by Bruce Springsteen.
No, different song. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. And Dark Helmet is asking Anti-Derivative Jill, have you watched Crybaby with Johnny Depp? It's a fun, corny movie. I don't know it.
No, I haven't, but I
saw
will
it in the
add
theater, and it's a who's the director? I should be able to think of his name. John Waters. I think it's a John Waters film.
So I
it's
just
kind of
added it to my
peculiar.
IMDb list. So yes, you're correct. Good work.
How
It's
big is your
peculiar. Did
list?
you like it?
How
I
big
did
is your
like
list
it.
of movies, Jill? You need to watch.
And the guy who did the singing for Johnny in that is James Intveld, who still performs to this day, and he's wonderful.
Oh, very
yeah.
cool. Well, that is the problem, Spidey. I have 664 movies I need to watch. I need to just go
Oh my
away and go in a
God.
cave and just watch all of them.
I know that
No,
would
you
not
need
be
to break a
healthy.
hip.
That would not be good for you.
You need to break a hip. Oh, Tiger
Sashi,
Stripes.
you are obsessed with this person. You need to pull back on the stick, my darling friend.
Wow.
That's nuts.
He says if we want to learn about Simo Haya, I recommend a YouTube creator called the Fat Electrician. Well, he sounds fun.
It does
He
sound
does
fun.
videos in history with some good humor. Even has the Parachuting Beavers of Idaho. Am I reading that right?
Perhaps they're some sort of pilots group. Pilots groups often come up with really interesting names for
yeah.
themselves.
I guess so. Interesting. Yeah. I guess.
Oh no, old man Bird.
Do you mind reading that, Tiger
No.
Stripes?
Thought I was going to binge Paramount Plus in a week. Been paying them 2 months now. Apologies.
Yep.
Yeah, you can still go in and cancel that right now.
That's how they
just go
get
in
you.
and fix it. That's how they get you.
We have absolutely violated community guidelines for fat shaming. We've violated quite a few community guidelines over the past 4 years or however long I've been streaming.
Now. Who's talking about fat people?
Yeah, nobody was actually fat shaming. I think we were just saying that it can kill you, and that's not fat
I mean,
shaming.
that's what obesity does to people.
Morbid
it kills
obesity.
them. Yes,
which means you are more than twice your
I'm
body
Generation X. I have no problem fat shaming. It was a thing back in the day. That was a thing. But
the cow says I can't run the 100
I don't
meters.
think it worked though, because looking back now, most of my friends and they don't watch my channel, so that's fine. But most of my friends my age are fat and desperately need to change the way that they live their life. But whatever.
It's difficult. That metabolic syndrome, it's a very real thing. And they're also putting colors and additives in the food that didn't used to be there.
That's true. Yeah,
because you can look at photos of people on the beach back in the 60s, and everybody's, in shape. And now you look at pictures of people on the beach, and everybody's out of shape, well out of shape. So there's something going on.
They had more gardens in the 70s, didn't they? In the 60s.
More what?
More gardens. I think people had more time for home gardens.
I just think the quality of the food was better. The food that you buy.
I wanted to say that lemon pie, but I wasn't completely sure. But that's the one I was going for. Yes, Unilever owns Ben & Jerry's ice cream. That's what I was exactly
That's hilarious.
And along with others, along with 4 of the other major. So yeah, they want fat acceptance. Of course they do. What? Not going to explain. No space. Okay, well, fair enough. So, you know what? I'm going to come have a beer with you one day, buddy, and you'll tell me then. Oh, dear. Dark Helmet in the chat says, I was fat for years, and I can shame them. I was shamed and lost the weight, so it did work good. I'm grateful for them doing it. It probably saved my life. I was gonna say, Dark Helmet, I've seen you on video. You're a skinny fucker. I don't know what you're talking about. But good for you, buddy. No, you're not mean. That's just history. And Jill, would you mind reading our friend Old Man Bird?
YouTube says Japanese get fat when they move here. But is that fact or fiction?
Ooh, well, yeah. I lived with a Japanese girl for 12 years here. Met her the first year she was in Canada. Did not meet her when I was living in Japan. I sort of stalked her around the hotel that we were both working at in Whistler, and spent 12 years with her. And I can sort of say that there might be truth to that. She had to really watch what she ate over here. Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, our diet might tend to make you more tubby.
I just think that there's additives and things in the food. I really do believe that.
Well, and Sashi agrees. Yeah, there you go. Holy shit. 2023. I had
incredible.
no idea it was that early
Bravo,
or
Dark
that
Helmet.
recent.
That's amazing.
Holy shit, Dark Helmet. Was it?
And
And it
I
wasn't
could
a
stand
divorce?
do that too. Not that much, but yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Great job,
Good
Dark
for
Helmet.
you.
Way to go.
Yeah, amazing.
Good for you. See, I've never had the extra money to buy enough food to get fat. So that helps. Or the some of my friends who've gotten large later in life, they've done really well for themselves, and they buy a lot of very expensive liquors and booze, and I think booze makes you fat.
It absolutely does.
I think it was
Especially
Robin Williams
beer.
who used to say it's like drinking a cake.
Beer,
Yeah, it is.
beer.
I mean,
As he
but
drinks
I'll
a
go
beer.
jogging tomorrow.
I'm already done drinking. I've already had my drink tonight. Still working in between conversing with you all here. Actually, pumped out 5 more Skeletor shorts to queue up.
Nice.
Of
Good
course.
work.
Of course.
I've caught quite a few of those.
Yep.
Those are entertaining.
And we're going to be doing some Bill Cipher and some Allosaur and some Megatron and some Hank. We're going to start sprinkling them throughout.
I gotta say, Megatron's my favorite. I'm not sorry, Doomcock, if you're listening. I've never been a big fan of Hank Hill. Sorry to Texans. I
That's
just don't
very
get the
Texas
humor.
culture. That show,
Yeah.
King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Very Texas.
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yeah.
I always thought it was Central Texas.
No, he's
because
in DFW.
because the nearest city is McMainerberry, and that's a compilation of all the small towns around Austin.
I could have swore Arlen was much more DFW.
No, it's basically Austin.
And do you, Tiger Stripes? Do you mind reading this from Sashi?
Sashi says, but it probably is an issue that came together with the work culture change. More office work that required you to be in one place.
Be right back.
Don't know about that because I think a lot of people back in the 60s still worked in factories. Before they, gave all of our industrialization to China.
Right.
And some of Asia, but mostly China. So, and that's a lot of standing in one place. No, I really think it's the food. I mean, I don't know. I recently bought some flour from Italy, specifically because people are saying that it's supposed to be easier for people who can't tolerate flour. So we shall find out.
Oh, okay. Because I've got some family members like that.
Well, there you go. That's what they're saying now. So I'm going to give it a shot.
And we were wondering, and they were not like that for the first 3 decades of their life, but now something has changed in the way that wheat is being produced or grains are being produced in North America, and now they're allergic
too. They add things to the flour.
Yeah.
Well,
interesting.
I'd be happy to lose 50 pounds myself, so we'll see if I can figure that out.
Ditto. Accountability. It's a struggle. Yeah. It's been a struggle my whole life.
Even I wouldn't mind fitting better into the Spidey suit. I could stop drinking for a couple of months. It wouldn't hurt. They put calories in the food. That's why food is fattening. Those bastards.
Well, they say that the French and the Italians eat nothing but butter and flour all day long. But because it's clean food and they drink a certain amount of wine, they're not fat the way Americans are.
I've added a lot more butter to my diet in the last year, and it absolutely has not affected. Has not made me gain any. I've started eating a lot more fat on my meats as well, because I realized natural fat is what we need.
That's what your brain's made of.
Started to cut out carbs, and that's been a lot of it right there. And whiskey, Dark Helmet. I gotta be careful on the hard alcohol, though. I will have it in moderation, but
you can have one or two. You can have one or two.
No, I mean that's what I just did. I had one.
I mean, and that's, but I see these guys, and it's not just you, CSM. I was on another, live stream chat with a bunch of people who are sort of country, and and one guy did that trick where he showed the bottle to the camera and then just upended it, and and I'm like, you don't have to do that. You're not impressing anybody. Don't do that. You can stop now. And a couple of the other ladies, they were like, yeah. That's right. Yeah, you don't. But it's like, what is it? It's just that macho thing. I don't understand. But it's so. You need your liver. You really need your liver. I just like to tell people, you're gonna miss it when it's gone.
That's right. Rusty Rivers said that earlier. A friend of the channel said.
I'll have you know, I have more holes in my liver than there are craters on the moon. I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness. Sashi, is this really? Wow. Bill Gates' company attempted to market a butter made entirely in a lab recently.
That guy is so deeply weird. All those billionaire boys are so deeply, deeply weird.
Yep. Yeah.
They have lost their humanity.
And that's why this Italian, Dark Helmet, that's why this Italian wheat might be good, because they do use natural wheat with no GMOs in some of the European countries. Italy, I mean, they've got a good diet, right?
Yeah, and they don't allow things like glycophosphate into the country at all. And that stuff spreads. You can't just keep it on one crop. It will, move with the wind. So
my home province
against the wind.
My home province of New Brunswick.
The wind.
They use Irving Oil. If anyone knows Irving Oil, they run and own New Brunswick, one of the Atlantic provinces, and they use New Brunswick as an entire province as a tree farm for their logging industries, and they do spray the glyphosate all over. And New Brunswick has a particularly high rate of cancer and all the other diseases. And I don't think it's a coincidence. I haven't lived there in 27 years, and I have no intention of doing that again. For that reason, it's not good to. Not a big fan of the chemicals. Not so much.
Nope. I mean, we're made of chemicals, I reckon, but
natural ones. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
oh I mean,
there are certain chemicals. I mean, I'm a big fan of what does THC stand for, Tony?
Tetrahydrocannabinol.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Avoid lab-grown meats. Well, that's always a good idea. I think Dark Helmet.
It's hard to believe that they really exist, that they're really a thing.
I thought that was a joke, like it was like Dolly the cloned sheep all over again. It's like, no. They tried to. Sashi says they tried to say that lab-made butter would reduce farms and reduce emissions. Is that right?
Yeah.
Most people were saying they would have a patent on butter if we allowed it. Yeah, of course they would. Interesting. And
I'm glad I haven't been offered any of this lab stuff.
No,
I mean,
I don't want anything to do with it.
all synthetic, producers of food, they already make food using laboratory equipment. It's not.
Should have seen
exactly
this stuff
a
that
new
I
thing.
saw. They're making butter, like fake butter, out of like some weird oil stuff.
Well, they've been doing that forever. I mean, that's what margarine is.
This is even worse. They're like divvying out by the stick or something. I saw it the other day. It was on Enzo's. It's pretty disgusting.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I've got no desire. Yeah. It's just we've got so many dairy cows around us and farm animals around us. There's no shortage of real food around us. There's just no need to eat any more crap. Well, and even on the East Coast, such access to such selection of seafood was same as Japan. I do miss that about Japan and the East Coast. Living where I am now, I've got great farm produce, but I do miss all the great seafood from the East Coast.
You're in the bread box region.
Yeah. Well, and venison. I mean, venison is good.
Mm-hmm.
But if I have to take scallops over venison, I'll take scallops.
Well, I'm almost done with this queue. I got this one and 2 more.
Wow.
Yeah, see? Who says somebody can't multitask?
Ooh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, they absolutely, you're right, Sashi. They will patent everything if they allow it. They would patent error if they could. I'm thinking, yeah, no, Sashi is awesome. I'm pretty sure Sashi is an Englishman just living in Indonesia, Malaysia.
I might share a couple of these if you want, Spidey, just because I figured, everybody's up. This is the last bonfire. Why not?
It is, and actually, I was just going to wrap it up here. The fire's winding down.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I was about to say I need to go to bed soon.
Yep, it is approaching midnight here.
All right. Let me just queue a couple of these up. You can show them off. I'll show some that are will be on the channel. So you'll get first peeks right here in Canadian Spider-Man. Here we go. Here's one that's not too dirty. This one I just finished.
English is my first language. Wow. See, I figured it's actually you're an Englishman living in Asia. And stage there you go.
I just finished this one, so. Remember, the asteroid that ended the dinosaurs is technically the highest ratio of killing the most birds with one stone in Earth's history. The more you know.
That's wow. Skeletor just booting it across there. He's running full speed at the end.
Let's see here. Let me grab another one that ain't too dirty. Some of these are dirty. Hold on. Some of these are dirty.
As long as no one's Willie is out, I think we're all in.
Let's see here.
And yes, Dark Helmet. Good night to you. Thanks for being here.
Here's one with
we're ending it here.
Good
Mick
night, Dark
Skeletor.
Helmet.
Here's Mick Skeletor.
Good night, Dark Helmet.
You were talking about McDonald's earlier. Why not? Here's Mick Skeletor.
Yes. Yeah, please.
Remember, until you work food, retail, or customer service, you will never understand the level of stupid that exists in the world. Until we meet again.
That is a true story. Try front desk at hotels. I'll tell you what.
One more. This one's not too.
Oh, yeah.
This one's punny.
Butter sashi.
We'll do one more. This one's punny.
Tony.
This one's pretty punny. Where is it? Right there.
You got it. And then we can end right on the hour.
Sounds good. And Skeletor will be live tomorrow at 5, folks. So
5 what? Yeah. Which time zone?
Eastern. So it'll be like 1 your time or 2 your time.
Remember, deaf people lose freedom of speech when handcuffed. Until we meet again.
Yeah, I guess, right?
It's punny. Yeah.
How do you even do that?
You have the right to remain silent. Well,
uh-oh. Old Man Bird is looking for somewhere else to go on YouTube. Well, Anti-Derivative Jill is going to go play some video games.
In another reality, this is true. But actually, I need to get some sleep.
I'm sorry, Eugene. I mean, I could probably.
Sorry,
yeah.
I gotta
wow,
finish this stuff. I gotta work. I gotta get this stuff ready. The channel is needing it. But yeah.
Welcome.
So
And I gotta, not be. I gotta be able to drive children in the morning and not be
Oh, yes.
half
Exactly.
dead.
Yep. Well, thanks, Tiger Stripes and Jill and
Yeah.
Tony. Thanks for being here on the
Thank you for
last night.
hosting.
The
Oh,
last
that's right.
bonfire night of the season.
Why is it the last? Why are they?
Because we've had all up until now this summer, we've been having rain almost on a weekly basis for at least one evening, and for the last week we've had nothing, and there's nothing projected in the next week, and we're still getting the warm summer weather. So it's just, yeah,
Mhm.
the dryness in the woods has reached a point, and also resources are being used in Alberta and Saskatchewan, and so we don't have. Should anything happen here, we don't have the resources here either. Which, you know what, we pay enough taxes. I think that is a bullshit excuse. It's all about control. But anywho, I'm not about to get a $1,200 fine for having
That's a
a fire.
beautiful fire. It's blue.
It is.
Yes.
I thought it does look a little blue, doesn't it?
Well, from
See,
where
this
I
is a
am,
new
it's very
camera.
blue.
This is a new laptop with a new camera for the last. I've had it for 2 weeks now, and
That's cool.
it's giving a whole different shade. I think it's a little more sharp. But yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm assuring you, it is not blue. It is red, like ember.
yeah, it's embering out. Yeah.
So we're getting the UV coming through, maybe.
So, yeah, because that is like a golden red in real life.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thanks for being here, and
Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to coming to Texas. It's only 3 weeks away, and I am willing to make the effort to meet as many people as possible. And
We have to get that together. Do you know where you're going to be staying?
I'm going to be based in Austin, and I'm going to.
Is somebody putting you up?
Yes, yeah. I've got a friend there who's going to be putting me up, and I've got I've got a place to stay and use of a vehicle as well. So.
Okay, well then we can absolutely meet.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, we should get Sean on board and Old Man Bird and everybody.
Old Man Bird, Old Man Bird. Yeah, if you clear up your schedule, Old Man Bird, Sean Carter, Jill, Tiger Stripes, Tyron and Rennie. I've been in contact with Tyron.
Are they in Central Texas?
They are.
Oh, well,
Yeah, Jill, they're right handy, aren't they?
Well, I'm not sure exactly where they live. Honestly,
they are right handy. Yeah, Tyron seemed really excited, so
we could
told him
do
where I
a
was going to
thing
be.
where we just sort of map quest it and pick out a place in between us and Jill, and go there.
Sounds good.
Just to make it fair.
Free Alberta, yes, it will be free. I think Alberta. You know what? In our lifetime, Dark Helmet, Alberta won't join the U.S., but they will be a free independent state. I can see that happening. All right, good night, everybody.
Battleship 2012.
Yes, please,
on
Jill.
Friday.
Yes, please.
That's all I want to say. On my channel. That's all.
On Jill's channel.
With Spidey.
Friday, today being Wednesday. Wait a minute. Are we gonna stream during Doomcock?
No, this is my show starts at 11 a.m. Central Time. So we're not touching Doomcock.
Oh, I'm glad we talked about this now. Okay, I'll set my alarm. All right, good.
Yes.
No, but sometimes you go almost until Doomcock. There was that one
I've done
time
that
you
before.
went damn near until Doomcock.
Yeah. Yeah, I was getting in trouble from Santa or something.
Guys, I don't think you all are going to make him personally mad if you're not there on time, if you're overlapping. Heavens to Betsy. He doesn't own the internet.
No, and we won't be taking.
But he does own my heart.
Yes. Dark Helmet wants me to go to Uranus Fudge Factory. Well, in Missouri. Well, Yeah, all right. We'll talk about that. Thanks for being here. And yes, absolutely. Good to see you, Old Man Bird. Thanks for being here. Old Man Bird says, I definitely would like to see him in person in one of his Austin days. Well, how about all of them? Breakfast at your house every morning.
Bacon and eggs.
Exactly. Yes, it's
sausage.
a real place. All right, Dark Helmet. On that note, yes, Battleship this Friday with Jill. And it is Battleship month on Jill's channel. Tony is streaming tomorrow. What time are you starting tomorrow?
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Free-
For those who
free-
don't want to wait till Friday for the variety show, we do one ourselves. As we slowly build our own YouTube empire brick by brick, Skeletor will be in attendance alongside, hopefully, if I can get it done, 2 new parody songs, not just one, but 2. And who knows what other forms of puppets, parodies, pandemonium, and piano await tomorrow.
That is, Tony, what is your repertoire of parody songs up to now?
Songbook's sitting still at around 60, but I haven't really been writing as much parodies as I've been animating, like this Avatar here and stuff like that. And, the Skeletor shorts. I'm trying to queue up at least 2 weeks worth, and then getting some other content, like some video content out so that I can guest abroad. My campaign to expand my YouTube empire is going on the road again to new shows, and I want to make sure that the channel is set up to automatically pump out content while I am elsewhere. So that's the plan, Stan.
That is, man, if you can have it do the work for you, that's brilliant. And Tiger Stripes, are we going to be seeing you on Friday for talk about battleships or battleships?
Ooh, I'm not a battleship person. I don't think I would have much to contribute to that particular conversation.
No, fair enough. I did really enjoy listening to you and Jill talk about the Hobbit, though, and the adventures of the Hobbits.
Oh, thanks.
We're still working on that. Well,
We're
Lord of
working-
the Rings.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there slowly but surely.
Okay, chat. Thanks for being here. We are at 2 hours and 1 minute, and it is after midnight here. So thank you for joining the last of the bonfire stream
Beautiful
for this season.
fire.
All right. Good night. Good night, West Kegel. Good night, Sashi.
The road goes ever on and on.
Mm-hmm.